Hello students! In this library screencast, we will be discussing scholarly versus popular sources. This lesson will help you find appropriate sources for your research papers. At the end of this lesson, you will be able to identify the components of scholarly and popular sources and to identify icons that signify scholarly sources on a database web page. Here are some examples of popular sources. These are written for the general public and are pretty easy to read. The format will usually be a magazine or newspaper article. Popular sources do not contain original research, and they do not contain citations. Some other characteristics of popular sources is their glossy paper. They're also usually in full color, and they contain pictures that grab your attention. Popular sources will also have ads that try to get you to buy something, like this gift guide here. Here are some examples of scholarly sources. The examples I have here are the covers of printed academic journals that contain many articles inside. Scholarly sources contain original research, written by experts, published in academic journals. Scholarly sources are peer-reviewed. This means that an article written by an expert has been submitted to a team of experts on the subject and looked over for mistakes. This is to maintain the accuracy and integrity of the information. Scholarly articles also contain long lists of citations. This lets the reader know exactly where the author got the information. If they do contain pictures, scholarly sources usually have graphs and charts that show data. Some other characteristics of scholarly sources is that they're pretty serious in tone. They do not contain any ads, and they're pretty direct and to the point. While the examples I have here are of printed academic journals, during your time as an undergraduate, you will mainly be looking at electronic scholarly sources found in online databases. So let's visit the library's homepage and find a database. From the library's homepage, look for the link that says Articles and Databases. In the A to Z list, if I scroll down a bit, I'm going to select Academic Search Complete, a database you will likely use when gathering information for your research papers. For this demonstration, I'm going to type in Langston Hughes and then hit search. As you can see, a bunch of results will pop up. Your professor will likely ask you to cite scholarly sources in your research papers. To limit the search to only show scholarly sources, check the box that says Scholarly Peer-Reviewed Journals, just to the left here. This will make sure that you are only seeing articles that have been peer-reviewed. You can also see in this database an icon that says Academic Journal, which is another signal that the article you're looking at exists in a peer-reviewed academic journal. To recap, popular sources are written for the general public and are easy to read. They do not include original research. They're usually glossy, contain ads, and attention-grabbing pictures and graphics. Scholarly sources are peer-reviewed and published in academic journals. They're written by experts doing original research. If they do have pictures, they're usually graphs, charts, and pictures that support their argument. Scholarly sources do not have any ads and are pretty text-heavy. Look for icons and buttons that help you identify scholarly sources when you're searching in any database. If you have any questions about whether or not your source is scholarly or popular, ask a librarian. We're here to help. See you at the library!